Have you ever felt the sudden, painful sting of a relationship tearing apart for no obvious reason? A close friend suddenly stops talking to you, a partner walks away, or a circle you trusted completely dissolves overnight. Your immediate human reaction is to fight for them, to ask why, and to try frantically to mend the broken pieces. But what if that sudden separation was not a tragedy, but a divine intervention directly from the throne of grace? The hardest truth to accept in your walk of faith is that God will often remove people you desperately wanted to keep. He does not do this to break your heart, but to protect your destiny from unseen compromise. Welcome to Almora Daily. Today, we are uncovering the 7 types of people God will remove from your life right before your major breakthrough. Take a deep, intentional breath right now and let the heavy weight of rejection lift from your shoulders. Inhale the divine confidence of knowing that God sees the entire map of your life while you can only see the next step. Exhale the confusion, the resentment, and the need to understand why they left, because their departure is your protection. The first type of person God will remove is the flatterer who lacks true loyalty. These are the people who shout your praises when you are winning, but disappear completely the moment the wind changes. They love the version of you that stays small, but they secretly resent the calling God has placed on your life. God clears them out because your upcoming breakthrough requires a foundation built on absolute truth, not hollow whispers. The second type is the constant complainer and carrier of stagnation. Some people are profoundly addicted to their darkness, refusing to see the light of Christ even when it stares them in the face. They pull you down into their valley of doubt, slowly draining the vibrant faith out of your spirit. You cannot soar to the heights God is calling you to if you are carrying the heavy weight of someone else's chronic unbelief. The third type of person God will distance from you is the hidden envier. They sit at your table, eat your bread, and smile in your face while secretly praying for your sudden downfall. They measure their worth by your failures, and your spiritual growth makes them incredibly uncomfortable. God hears the silent whispers of jealousy that you cannot hear, and He removes them before they can sabotage your harvest. The fourth type is the controller who demands your compromise. These individuals want to dictate your steps, modify your character, and dictate who you should be. They want you to obey their standards rather than following the quiet, sovereign prompting of the Holy Spirit. God will break their grip entirely because your destiny belongs strictly to Him, not to human handlers. The fifth type is the distractor who derails your focus. Right before a major breakthrough, the enemy loves to send a beautifully wrapped distraction to break your discipline. These are people who introduce unnecessary drama, chaotic energy, and constant shifts in your spiritual routine. God will strip away the noise because your next level demands total, unyielding focus on His kingdom. The sixth type of person He will remove is the parasite who only takes and never pours. They empty your emotional reservoir, drain your energy, and leave you completely exhausted after every conversation. They do not value your soul, they only value what your hands can provide for their comfort. God values your stewardship, and He will close the door on relationships that consume your calling without contributing to your growth. The seventh and final type is the one tied strictly to your past season. This is often the most painful removal of all, because these people are not necessarily bad or toxic. They were assigned to you yesterday. They helped you survive the wilderness, but they lack the capacity to enter your tomorrow. If you keep carrying yesterday's connections into tomorrow's territory, you will eventually corrupt the new thing God is doing. Now, let us align our mindset through powerful, unyielding affirmations of divine protection. Let these truths settle deep into your spirit, replacing the pain of rejection with absolute authority. My path is ordered by the Lord, and it is secure. I trust the divine subtractions. God removes what would eventually ruin me. I am safe in His hands. Rejection is simply God's aggressive form of protection. I release them with peace. My worth is not tied to who walks away from my table. I am chosen by God. My current isolation is a sign of my upcoming promotion. My breakthrough is inevitable. I focus on my purpose, not on my losses. I stand strong. God is making room for the right connections. I claim my victory right now. Thank you for embracing this liberating truth today on Almora Daily. Thank you for choosing to trust the Master Gardener as He prunes the branches of your life. We declare that you will no longer look through the keyhole of a door that God has firmly closed. Your heart will heal, your path will clear, and the right people will appear at the perfect time. Before you continue with your day, leave the words, "God protects me," in the comments below. Let us stand together as a community anchored in divine confidence. This is Almora Daily. Be strong.